Thank you for joining us tonight. You're now with me, Shorja Minato for TVS Nightline. Let's begin with the headlines tonight. 5 incumbents under the Gabungan Party Sarawak or GPS coalition will be defending their seats in the 12th stage election on December 18. The seats namely are Bekanu, Lambert, Piasau, Senadin and Marudi. Its chairman, Dr. Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng, who confirmed the matter, acknowledged the 5 incumbents have served their respective communities well, hence their renomination to contest under the GPS logo.
Sidak 5 tu, sedaknya kerja kuat, insyaAllah akan kita kekalkan. Supaya tim tu dapat membantu saya dalam tim yang besar bernama GPS.
The 5 representatives, namely Datuk Rosie Yunus, Bekanu, Ripin Lamat, Lambert, Datuk Sebastian Ting, Piasau, Datuk Sri Lee Kim Shin, Senadin, and Datuk Dr. Pengwang Manggil, Marudi. Abang Johari ensures that in GPS, elected representatives work as a team for the betterment of the people and hopes constituents in MIRI would make the right decision when casting their votes during election in order for continuation and further development to be implemented under the governance of GPS as the ruling coalition.
Meanwhile, Sarawakins should pride themselves for the harmony and unity shown among multiracial communities regardless of their religious belief. GPS Chairman Dr. Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng said such practice is uniquely Sarawak and that unity in diversity has provided peaceful living environment and a prime mover for stable government.
Kuarantin, petah mayar. Makan kuarantin, petah mayar. Kayak kita bakul makanan, sewa kita turunkan untuk seluruh negeri Sarawak. Jadi sebab apa kita kerja tu? Kerana kita aman. Kita bersatu padu. Kita mempunyai perasaan, faham antara satu sama lain. Negeri Sarawak kan dapat kahwin campur.
Abang Johari says the state government has never sidelined any race or religion in this state. This is proven through the establishment of the Unit for Other Religious Affairs, UNIFOR, to assist other religious bodies in Sarawak.
Now, Gabungan Party Sarawak or GPS will once again field Datuk GERAWAT Gala to defend the MULU seat in the upcoming state election. As such, the state government under GPS has big plans to enhance the socio-economic activities in MULU, which falls under the Baram parliamentary seat. Now, following the latest announcement, Telang Usan is the only seat in MIRI division that its candidate has yet to be announced.
Dan dengan ada kerjasama di antara Datuk GERAWAT dengan Tuan Haji, saya yakin kawasan Baram menerusi SDA akan kita bangun dengan tersusun. Termasuk dalam kawasan kita di Malaysia, sebenarnya dah ada minat tanah daerah kecil.
He was speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony of the MULU Service Centre Development Project earlier today. Furthermore, Abang Johari said, if GPS was given the mandate, the coalition plans to build a network of roads to connect several settlements in MULU and MIRI City within 5 years. According to Public Works Department JKR plans, once these road projects are completed, travel time between the two areas will take 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Kita akan bukakan pasar di Baram tu daripada MIRI, Marudi ke Long Terawan. Dan Long Terawan kelak kita sampai ke Long Iman dan kita boleh masuk ke tu ada yang UNESCO. Dalam boleh tidak kat sisi ni. Kita bayang je kita boleh naik motor dari MIRI ke Long Terawan.
In the same development, Abang Johari said the opening of a new service centre in MULU is seen as a point of development for the socio-economy of the population in the next 5 years. Construction of the service centre, which includes food court, MULU Sub-District Council and Rural Transformation Centre, will be developed in phases. Abang Johari explained that the state government took over the service centre development project from the previous federal government.
Jadi apabila Datuk Gerawat madah saya pusat patagi kena ada naik taraf. Kerja pusat pun slow. Saya madah sidanya go ahead aja lah biar kita pun. Ya sebut saya makai dan saya mesti menunaikan janji saya.
Last April, Abang Johari consented to the construction of a mini service centre and municipality for the sub-district of MULU, which aims to meet the needs of the surrounding population and to assist the tourism industry. In adherence to that, the new service centre in MULU was well received by the local residents. Its presence has eased administration works and local affairs with the Sarawak Administrative Officer SAO, which no longer requires a 2-hour journey boat ride to Marudi.
Kemudahan yang kami di kawasan MULU ni dapat kalau dia sudah jadi nanti kan. Kami dekat pergi jumpa SAO kami, ada urusan dengan pejabat itulah kami ada dekat di Marudi, tapi itu pun pakai perahu mau 2 jam lebih baru sampai.
Jadi dekat sini?
Kalau dekat sini kami ada dekat sikit lah, berapa 40 minit kami di masa air ngam-ngam, sungai ngam besar kami boleh sampai. Ya bagi saya itu service center tu saya sangat setuju. Sebab oleh itu orang kampung yang jauh daripada pedalaman lah yang sangat mementing yang barang seperti itulah sebab di kampung ini sangat susah. Dari itulah pada orang kampung apa-apa yang orang mau kan seperti ini apa nama tu majlis daerah kecil di MULU ini orang memerlukan sebab adalah jauh dari bandar kan itu yang sangat mereka memerlukan. Saya sangat setuju yang seperti Tuan Menteri yang dia kasih tahu tadi itu apa yang dia kasih tahu tu saya sangat setuju. Tidak ada lain. Memang saya setuju yang seperti itulah yang lebih baik supaya yang akan datang lebih menambahkan itu kemajuan di kampung yang jauh-jauh di pedalaman. I believe it will benefit the people, but it will take a bit of time. It will take a bit of time. The number of people involved will be still quite little, in the next 5 years. Maybe in the next 10 years, when other people come in to merge with the people here, if they expect the people here only, it may not be good. Unless people from other long houses, like we are in Long Panai, below Long Terawan. And then from the Apuh area, if we are allowed to be involved here, we come in and then we are allowed to be here, I believe it will be good for and this place will be vibrant.
Now, clean water supply is now accessible for rural folks in Marudi thanks to the Rural Water Supply Project. The project that completed in September last year have benefited some 8,000 residents in 32 longhouses and 2 villages.
Dengan adanya kerjasama yang erat di antara Kerajaan Persekutuan dan Kerajaan Negeri, khususnya Kementerian Perhubungan dan Bandar, yang membantu kita untuk menyelaraskan dan memberikan bekalan air kepada kawasan-kawasan pedalaman. Buyut Lebuk Nibung ini adalah satu kawasan di mana bekalan air tidak mencukupi dan selalunya ada gangguan. Maka dengan adanya projek 38 juta yang diberi oleh Kerajaan Pusat, maka agensi kerajaan negeri iaitu JEBAP
dapat melaksanakan bekalan air di sini, dan saya nampak bahawa masalah air tidaklah lagi akan terganggu di kawasan MULU.
He said this during the launch of Rural Water Supply Project for Marudi area, where Rural Development Federal Minister Dato' Sri Madze Khalid was also present. This project is fully funded by the federal government, and Jebab Sarawak has been given the responsibility as the implementing agency with a cost around 38.5 million ringgit. The project also includes the constructions of Puyot Nibong Water Booster Pump Station, a water tank with a capacity of 1.17 million litres, and Tinting Elevated Water Tank with a capacity of 2.76 million litres in Anja. Other than that, it also involves the installation of 71 kilometres pipelines, which are able to sustain high water pressure. Abang Johari said all these projects will be monitored by Jebab Sarawak.
As the Brunei border remains shut, voters from Limbang and Lawas will have no choice but to travel by air. In view of this, Progressive Democratic Party PDP President Datuk Sri Tiong King Sing will bring forward the matter in hopes to increase the rural air services RAS flights to several sectors in anticipation of the state polls. As such, the matter will be discussed with Federal Transport Minister Datuk Sri Wee Ka Siong next Sunday, said Tiong when contacted today.
Tiong, who is also the special envoy, said the limited flights, particularly Lawas, were among issues raised by villagers during his 4-day trip to the Bacalalan constituency.
On this matter, I will talk to Minister of Transport. That's why next Monday I try to go back. Next Sunday I want to go back. I want to talk to Minister of Transport, see what is the best we can do.
A total of 60% buyers under the Civil Servants Housing Program PPAM Kota Samarahan are individuals aged between 25 and 35. Dato' Sri Rizal Naina American says this shows positive feedback from Sarawakins as more younger generations are able to own a house at an early stage of their life. Even so, the Sarawak government had come up with a deposit scheme to facilitate more young Sarawakins in securing a loan to own a house.
Apa yang saya nak maklumkan di Sarawak ini, saya merasa cukup senang kerana kerajaan negeri Sarawak adalah kerajaan yang antara kerajaan yang cukup proaktif, berada terkehadapan dalam soal agenda penyediaan perumahan kepada rakyat, dan akhirnya menyaksikan hampir 60% yang membeli adalah di kalangan anak muda. Saya rasa ini adalah salah satu daripada perkembangan yang amat baik, dan mudah-mudahan kempen saya yang Own and Young ni akan pastikan bahawa anak muda dapat memiliki rumah, sekaligus dengan pemilikan rumah dan juga property mereka dapat meningkat dan nilai net worth mereka pada masa-masa akan datang.
The Housing and Local Government Minister said 3 out of 6 PPAM projects in the state, with a total of 844 units, have been completed. The 3 completed projects were PPAM Kota Samarahan and PPAM Waratuang, as well as PPAM Melia Residence, Park City Eastwood in MIRI. PPAM Tabanjaya in Kuching and PPAM Cebu are being built, while PPAM MIRI is at a planning stage. All these PPAM projects come with a total of 1,595 affordable housing units.
Pada hari ini saya lihat bahawa PIPAM ini menjadi tarikan kerana model PIPAM ni pemaju akan diberi dana facilitation fund dan akan membangun perumahan sama ada landed ataupun berstrata dan dijual pada harga yang lebih murah daripada pasaran kerana bantuan facilitation fund yang diberikan kepada pemaju berkenaan.
He said this after a working visit to PPAM Kota Samarahan, where also present was State Minister of Housing and Local Government, Dr. Sim Kui Hian. Rizal also said PPAM Kota Samarahan, developed by Musyati Ibanko Properties in Berhad, came with 300 apartment units. These units all have 3 bedrooms and 2 washrooms with floor area ranging from 850 to 1,150 square feet.
Mga jowa nyo, mga taksil, huwag nyo igaya si Julius. Mga inggit lang kayo eh, kasi malaking tiwala namin sa isa't isa.
Nagsimula ang lahat nung nakipagkita siya sa akin para humingi ng tulong sa isang munting problema.
Setelah lebih 10 tahun berpisah, 2 sahabat, Vic dan Julius, bertemu kembali. Dapatkah mereka mengekalkan persahabatan atau diuji dengan perasaan cinta? Sedami kong mali. Saksikan To Love Somebody Sabtu ini jam 9 malam hanya di TVS saluran 1, 22 Astro dan My TV.
Makin nak nangis ke main udang galah digorengnya besar lalu-lalu je. Jangan ketinggalan segmen Nang Nyaman. Katok kita berkenalan dengan Puan Masnia, pemilik premis penginapan Kenyalang dalam segmen Raun Blok. Si lupa juga kita akan nanggah kelupis sejuk beku pertama yang udah sampai ke level overseas kata orang. Bersama kami Yusuf dalam rancangan Keringat Usahawan.
Negeri Sarawak, sebuah negeri yang nyata luar biasa. Inilah misi untuk mengeksplorasi keindahan dan keunikan negeri Sarawak.
Perjalanan ke lokasi pun dah menjadi seperti sesuatu pengembaraan. Macam-macam lah yang ada. Budaya, sosial, landscape, flora, fauna dan alam semula jadi.
Jom bersama aku, Chopi dan Amir mengembara pusing Sarawak ini dalam Kemah Kita Bah.
Welcome back to the Nightline with the COVID-19 development. A 4-month-old infant was among 6 COVID-19 fatalities recorded in Sarawak today. According to Sarawak Disaster Management Committee, STMC, the infant, who has no history of any illness, lost his battle with the infectious virus and was reported dead on November 17. Of the total deaths, 2 were recorded in MIRI on November 21, involving 2 individuals aged 85 and 76, both with comorbidities. On November 22, 3 deaths due to the virus was reported in Samarahan, Sibu and Bintulu, involving individuals between the age of 23 and 58 years old. Meanwhile, Sarawak today registered 171 new COVID-19 cases, bringing the cumulative number of COVID-19 cases in the state to 250,085. Of the total cases recorded today, 159 cases were of Category 1 and 2, while only 12 cases were classified as Category 3, 4 and 5. Kuching contributed the highest number of cases in Sarawak today with 66 cases, followed by Lawas with 19 cases, Miri 17 cases, Lembang 15, Bintulu 12 and Sibu 11, while other districts recorded below 10 COVID-19 cases. And now on to the next update. The business sector needs to fully utilize the digital platform to propel their business forward. A service web design and development companies in Malaysia, Karuna Sarawak, is of the opinion that entrepreneurs need to tap into such strategy and practices following the aftermath of the COVID-19. Karuna Sarawak CEO Melvin Ong noted it is an essential to be equipped with such knowledge in line with the development of technology.
And lately, the Sarawak government has also been championing this digital initiative. So you need a mix of both, the government policies, the infrastructure, as well as changing the people's mindset of the importance of going digital. Yeah,
Okay.
it's important, but not many people are aware of its importance, or some are actually afraid of embracing that technology.
Melvin said Malaysia adoption digital technology is rather slow, although it has been introduced to the country for the past decade. Meanwhile, according to UiTM Senior Lecturer, Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Studies, Professor Dr. Kulim Singh, the government should provide technical training to educators on online learning.
Cikgu-cikgu ini diberi latihan teknikal. So dengan cara ini, dan satu lagi perkara ialah e-content. Kita mesti ada e-content yang cukupi untuk melaksanakan e-learning di dalam sekolah. Dan satu lagi ialah internet, limited connectivity internet. So kita mesti meningkatkan internet connectivity untuk menjayakan keberkesanan pelajar e-learning.
On the limited internet access, Dr. Kulip said Sarawak was now on the right track in emphasizing the importance of internet connection. The state government targets 90% fast internet access throughout Sarawak by 2022. The state government will collaborate with 4 state agencies, namely Sarawak Multimedia Authority (SMA), Sarawak Digital Economy Sarawak (SDEC), Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC), and Sarawak Information System Sdn Bhd. On the other hand, candidates contesting, regardless of their party, must be competent, having a sense of accountability and responsibility in response to the voters' mandate. The recent COVID-19 pandemic have shifted the people's aspirations of wanting a stable and good governance that will resolve the issues faced by the people. Now, coupled with the increasing standard of living, voters tend to sway away from political rhetorics.
Keduanya, parti politik juga saya kira seharusnya berada di keluk hadapan dalam membuka pintu perbincangan dengan para pengundi. Maknanya parti politik mesti bersifat telus, mesti bersifat terbuka dalam menerima kritikan dan cadangan yang diberikan oleh para pengundi, kerana mereka inilah sebenarnya pelanggan atau stakeholders kepada parti politik yang menjaga kepentingan parti politik.
He stated that the recent state election in Malacca proves the people's desire for a stable government. In terms of politics, Sarawak is more stable than Malacca.
Jadi saya kira sebuah parti yang berjaya menonjolkan kestabilan, terutamanya dalam konteks kepimpinan, akan mempunyai kelebihan dalam pilihan raya negeri Sarawak. Itu yang saya lihat jika nak dibandingkan dengan Melaka. Keduanya, kita melihat dalam kaedah kempen seperti dalam kaedah yang berlaku di negeri Melaka itu, kita melihat kepelbagaian penggunaan propaganda kempen mesti dipelbagaikan dalam konteks negeri Sarawak. Cuma cabaran di Sarawak ialah bagaimana kawasan pendalaman, contohnya nak didekati dengan akses internet dan sebagainya.
Meanwhile, the voting turn-up percentage for the 12th Sarawak state election is expected to reach at least 65%. Political analyst Dr. January Amir is confident that the target can be reached and that voters will turn up to perform their responsibility due to the high vaccination rate and a decline in daily COVID-19 cases. At the same time, he stressed that each and every party are responsible to continue convincing voters to turn up on polling day, as it is everyone's responsibilities.
Jadi saya percaya menjadi tugas dan tanggungjawab semua pihak, khususnya calon, parti politik, jentera akar umbi dan para pemimpin pendapat untuk yakinkan dan memujuk para pengundi supaya turun mengundi, kerana hakikatnya dengan SOP yang dikuatkuasakan SPR dan juga dengan peratusan vaksinasi yang begitu tinggi di Sarawak dan juga di sebalik jumlah kes jangkitan COVID yang sudah menjunam, tidak ada sebab untuk para pengundi tidak yakin untuk turun mengundi. Percayalah bahawa mengundi itu selamat, malah jauh lebih selamat daripada misalnya kegiatan orang makan di kedai-kedai makan dan sebagainya.
Dr. January hopes every voters realize how important each vote is as it determines the future of Sarawak and its people.
Nanti yang paling penting ialah mereka harus menganggap bahawa setiap undi, walaupun satu undi mereka itu sebenarnya dapat menentukan siapa yang akan menang. Kerana dalam sejarah politik Sarawak, pilihan raya Sarawak pernah berlaku perbezaan hanya majoriti undi seorang menang itu tujuh undi saja. Jadi maksudnya mereka perlu buat keputusan untuk pastikan calon dan juga parti yang memerintah nanti adalah calon dan juga parti yang difikirkan bertanggungjawab dan dapat menentukan masa depan negeri Sarawak untuk pastikan kestabilan dari segi politik dan juga kesinambungan dari segi pembangunan yang telah dinikmati.
The Election Commission on Wednesday set December 18 as the date for the 12th Sarawak State Election polling day with a target of 70% voters turnout.
Pilihan Raya Negeri ke-12 Sarawak, 82 kerusi Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak dipertandingkan. TVS membawakan data, analisis, berita dan informasi terkini tentang kesemua Dewan Undangan Negeri hanya dalam Sarawak Decides di TVS, saluran 122 Astro dan MIRI.
Thank you for staying with me. And now on to our world affairs. 31 people died on Wednesday, November 24, after their dinghy capsized while crossing the Channel from France to Britain in the worst disaster on record involving migrants in the waters separating the countries. The Channel is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes and currents are strong.
French Interior Minister said 34 people were found capsized at sea, 31 of whom had died and 2 were rescued. 1 was still missing. The casualties included 5 women and 1 girl, he said, adding that the identities of the dead remain unknown. Meanwhile, 4 smugglers suspected to be directly linked to the crossing were arrested on Wednesday. More migrants left France's northern shores than usual to take advantage of calm sea conditions on Wednesday, according to fishermen, although the water was bitterly cold. While French police have prevented more crossings than in previous years, they have only partially stemmed the flow of migrants wanting to reach Britain, one of many sources of tensions between Paris and London. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said he was shocked and appalled by the death.
The death toll after a fire at a Siberian coal mine has risen to 11, the regional governor of the Kemerovo region said on Thursday, November 25, with close to 50 people still trapped inside. No major smoke was detected, therefore the authorities hope for the best. However, the authorities were unable to establish communication with the trapped miners. Rescuers have already saved more than 200 people from the mine. And that update concludes TVS Nightline for tonight. Here with me, Shel Shameto, and I'll see you next time. Have a good morning.